vision of my life, no in your way, my way. Ain't giving up on my kind of way, in the bay, doing it all alone. This time I show you all my theory. The clock is ticking and flipping and shaking and breaking, but damn, I'm living. I ain't a smoker, ain't a drink, a dream, doper, ain't a baker, ain't a carnival, just a human. Welcome, I'm sure also as BC Bottom, also as Mr. Earphones, and welcome back to my channel. So I just finished watching Headbush, and here is my review on it. The movie is based on this Don named M.P. Jairaj, who was an underworld don in Bengaluru around the 70s and 80s. Okay, so that is what this movie is based on, and it's a real story. So all the characters that come here are real, basically. Okay, it involves the Prime Minister Indira Gandhi ji, and the then Chief Minister of Karnataka Devraj Ars sir, and the son-in-law Nataraj sir, and all those people. Okay, so it's all real. Okay, now what is this story all about? There is this group of youngsters brought together for the betterment and development of the country, and I'm talking about the son-in-law Nataraj sir and the chief minister named this group of people as the Indra Brigade. Okay, but what happens is this group of youngsters are not some people who are like, you know, normal ordinary people. All of them are like super mobsters and gangsters. Okay, so when they come together, you know, everything is happening amazing in the beginning and everything is fine until, you know, certain jealousy inside the party takes over, and certain misunderstanding happens between the gang members, and then it's absolute chaos. And then what happens is the entire story of Headbush. Now the positives of the film. Okay, first of all, Dali Dhananjaya brothers acting. I absolutely loved him. This gangster, I'm not glorifying gangsterism, but I'm just talking entirely on a movie perspective. Okay, I'm not a fan of gangsterism or you know, blood and all the stuff, but here I'm just talking it as a film and a character. Okay, so on that basis, Dali Dhananjaya brother has absolutely pulled off his role amazing. And I also love two other characters a lot. I think everybody will fall in love with that as well. The character called Ganga and the character called Samson. Samson was literally my favorite. Okay, post Dhananjaya brother, Samson was like my super favorite. So amazing characterization. So these three people I absolutely loved. Okay, so this is the first positive in the film. They had pulled out their roles in a way, you know, which actually kept us engaged in the film. So yeah, so that's positive number one. Positive number two, Charan Raj sir music. Bloody hell, the music was amazing. There were songs, yeah, I felt probably certain songs could have been kept just for the album, because I felt one particular song was kind of, you know, slowing down the movie and stuff. But yeah, it happens in a commercial film. You need to have some commercialism as well, so I understand. But leaving that aside, I mean, the BGMs were like on a whole different level. I'm a huge fan of this man, so yet again he scores big time. Okay, now thirdly, what I felt was the positive was, you know, the setup, everything. I mean, it's happening around the 70s and 80s, and it was so bloody authentic. I mean, their costumes, their hairstyles, the way they were behaving, the watches they were wearing, accessories, etc., everything was like on point for me, and I literally felt like I was living at that particular moment. So a lot of effort has gone into the costumes, the surroundings, everything. So kudos to the effort the entire team has taken. So that again is a definite positive for me in the film. Now camera work to me is like 50-50. I'll tell you why. Okay, I definitely loved a few scenes where the camera work was absolutely stunning, especially this one particular place where Dali Dhananjaya brother kind of locks horns with a boxer. The camera, you know, it comes on from a side-on angle, and the way it approaches and the way it moves, it was like giving me a whole different feeling. One example of an amazing shot in this film is what I'm talking about. So camera work were absolutely stunning in certain places. Certain places, I don't know, for some reason I felt it could have been better and all those things. So for me, it's like 50-50 for me. I won't call it a positive or a negative, but it was like in between. It was neutral. So that's amazing work as well, and the cuts also, editing and stuff. Okay, so these are all the positives for me in the film. Now coming to the negative. Okay, to me personally, okay, this is what I felt. Maybe correct me if I'm wrong. There's a particular place where Dali Dhananjaya brothers friend will kind of flip on him. Okay, he'll start hitting back at him. Okay, I for some reason kind of read it very long back. There's one particular dialogue which kind of gives it away. I'm not going to give it to you now, but maybe that particular dialogue gave it away to me. I knew something was going to happen later, and that's exactly what happened. That's one thing. But having said that, the reason for which he turns so much against him and he goes to the extent of trying to kill him and all this was like not very convincing to me. But yeah, again, it's a real story, so maybe it happened the same way. They cannot change though. But I know for some reason the entire mood the movie was creating, I felt that reason was like very trivial. But yeah, that could be the reason, so I'm not blaming it. But that to me in this particular film, as a movie watcher, as I mean considering this as only a film, that reason was not very convincing for me. So yeah, I give it up to that. That's real story again, that's one thing. But next, I didn't see any serious villain. Like there were many villain character kind of people who were kind of plotting against Dhananjaya brother all the time, but nobody was like that kind of a villain. I was expecting a lot from Vashishta Simha brother. The other people, the Khan and the Rao character and all those people were like, we knew they could only play subtle and all those things. That's how their character was placed, okay? But the build-up and the introduction that Vashishta Simha brother got was like on a whole different level. So I was thinking that this man is like gonna go all out on him and he's gonna literally destroy him. But it was very minimal, you know, impact creating. So I don't know, maybe since this is volume 1, volume 2 might have him on a whole different level. That's how it ended as well. So he's left a lead, so in that aspect I'm believing him to, you know, rock it in the second part. But to this part, the introduction that he got and the impact that he created was like a very big mismatch for me. So that one more thing I felt a little there, okay? And then yeah, again, when it's a real story and when it's a cinema taken on a real story, cinematic liberty or cinematic leverage has to be taken and will be taken obviously, but certain things became too off board. Maybe I don't know, I might give away the climax, okay? I don't want to give away the climax, but what happens in the court actually was like, to an extent it became like, you know, unbelievable. Maybe the incident happened, but the way they've executed and delivered it in this particular film kind of was like, it can't be so easy, come on man, there are police officers and he just cannot walk in like that, or a group of people just cannot walk in like that, and you know, people would not be watching. Maybe he was super threatening and that's why nobody dared to go. Maybe that could have also happened, I do not know. But as far as I see this, again I'm telling you, I'm talking on basis of a film only, okay? I'm not talking about the real story. So on that aspect, certain things, you know, kind of went a little unbelievable and stuff, so that kind of put me off as well. But overall, if you ask me how was the film, I would say it was a good watch. It was a good gangster film, and I'm thinking the second part will hold much more stronger villains and more twists and turns is what I'm guessing. So that's pretty much it. It's definitely a good watch, but I was expecting on a whole different one. Again, you know, when you're doing part-wise movies, this is one of the biggest challenges the filmmaker can have, because he cannot end the story there. So it somehow kind of leaves a loose end, which might tend to, you know, disappoint the audience. But they've ended it in a good note. I really wish the second part ends in an amazing note and then it carries on from there. So this is pretty much my review on Head Bush. What are your thoughts? Please do let me know in the comment sections below, and when it drops on OTT, please do let me know. See, some certain amazing films somehow misses out releasing in Tamil Nadu, and I miss out watching it. But the moment it hits OTT, if somebody out there, my dear team hustler, if you can tell me, I'll watch it immediately and I'll give you a review on it. I didn't even know it dropped on OTT, okay? When I saw it, I was like, immediately, the moment I saw it, I'm watching and giving a review on that, okay? So, because this is Dali, the Dhananjaya brother again. So, certain films, you know how crazy and excited I get. So, my dear team hustler, please let me know when some amazing films come on OTT, okay? And yeah, that's pretty much it. This is my review. What are your thoughts? Please do let me know in the comment sections below. I will catch you people very soon in another video. Until I catch you next time, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to... Thank you so much for watching. Now, I'm signing off. Take care and peace.